Guys, La alineación del Barcelona será...
So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped. Undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. Well, there's a real familiarity about these scenes here. The followers of one of the most formidable teams in the history of football, ensuring that yet again this will be an occasion for the game's ultimate glitterati. There's the whistle, and here we go. Oh, it's come loose. Cambiasso. Oh, that's a fine interception. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. He's had a hit! They've scored!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early. Look, there just wasn't much of a gap to begin with, and to find it, I think it was a fine drive, and I don't think the keeper could have really planned for that. I think he's a bit unlucky in that instance.
So, a breakthrough already. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out... Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
It's easy to say it, but difficult to stop it when runs in behind are being made like that.
Lima. Messi. Jagrova.
Ronaldo.
Busquets cuts out the pass. Jagrova. So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Busquets. Messi. He's going for goal!
Allah.
Oh, split-second reaction.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
See.
Oh, what a pass! Messi. That's Busquets. Could be danger here. Hernandez. And Neymar. Well, that is one way to stop him. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, no. No circumventing this opponent. That's a lovely, neat pass. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Cristiano Ronaldo actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And we have our very first corner. Kanji gets it away. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Lewis promptly onto that, and that is that. Distributed tidily. And here's Messi. Cristiano Ronaldo has a goal! It's in! And there's the goal they've been looking for.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
And yes, it's him again.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
And here's Neymar. No, he refuses to take the bait. Mbappe. Now, what about a counter-attack? Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
Jagrova. Zaire Emery. Zaire Emery has been caught there, it's a foul. Akanji. And it's Shiotani. Is that a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Ribery. Ribery will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Pass is just off target. Busquets. Messi. Quality ball. Shiotani. Messi. Busquets. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Aims beyond the defence. And he's managed to get free. Oh, great chance. That's another chance. And more, and more, and more. And surely that settles it. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Decent progress down the left. Shiotani. Here's Jagrova. And Zaire Emery. Shiotani. And Akanji. Neymar. Ribery.
Hello.
Lima kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Jagrova. And it's Neymar. Now this could be a chance. Ronaldo proves just a little bit too strong. Pinches it off him. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
2 minutos de descuento.
Well-timed, excellent interception. Engages and forces him off the ball. Outstanding save to keep that out.
He trapped it expertly, Peter, and released it very differently.
And this could be the final action of the first half. Keeper's dealt with that.
Alah, sia. Modern.
He's gone for goal!
Anjing, tiang tuh masuk gol ngeri.
And they're at it again!
Modern,
Double quick time!
Gol. El dorsal 3.
And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Who would have seen this? By any yardstick, it is pretty much ideal for them.
Yeah, I think a first-half performance that showed attack being the best form of defence.
Ele,
If they're in the face of the opposition that much, then there's little they can do in return, and I'm not sure how long they can keep the intensity and the tempo up,
Persib,
but it certainly paid off so
Nanti
far.
si Mourinho, malah ya tinggal di pemain lagi.
And that's the start of another
Mbappe,
45 minutes.
siapa mana? Nah, gas,
Foden.
gas, modern.
Neither of these two want to come off second best.
That was
Urat,
lovely.
modal.
He has found the way through.
Messi,
Fires it.
modal di Moskow ta anjing Ribery mah euy asupna euy.
And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Ribery gets a foot in here.
Dok, lompat dok. Dok lompat anjing.
That's
Ada
good
tulang
vision.
cileun ini main bola mah.
And they've got a throw. And it's Ribery.
Si Messi atulah suka. Flashing langsung si Messi mah.
How many? Just how many? The gulf in class is vast.
Karek ngasup.
Yeah, it has become ugly for one, but the other is still delivering beauty.
En el minuto 51, el dorsal 10. Messi.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one
Pati.
went in.
Lompat anjing,
Messi.
sopa tong lagi. Lop.
He's picked his...
Splashing deui ceng. Ade. Dikitak saeutik si Messi. Alah. Oke, jadi sih lah hat-trick. Gas ke. Kamana saya teh lompat. Sok selebrasina udah balik saya teh. Geus tong lolo-lolo.
Well, I
Gas.
think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
El dorsal 10. Messi.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
Ayo
Oh,
Mbappe.
that's fabulous.
Mbappe. Istan heula lur.
Smoothly
Ah,
does
lur.
it.
Istan heula saeutik.
Akanji attempts a clearance. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Lewis. And here's Mbappe.
Istan heula lur. Nanti enggak. Istan heula ya.
He's got to be in here. Decent.
Ribery.
Messi.
Sitirkeun. Dihampol atuh di dieu. Langsung saeutik.
He's put his foot right through that one.
Well, Peter, he clearly felt he was being
Ronaldo
invited to
nagana
shoot,
asup
and
tapi
it wasn't the worst decision he could have made.
And he's gone looking for safety. Cristiano Ronaldo.
seru ya Ronaldo.
Lima.
Asciende a 98.000
Almost an hour gone.
espectadores.
He's found a way past.
Punya
Yes,
kiper
great
can
running
ajong
on
lur.
show here, but ultimately
Tadi
there
nyerang
was
we karep
no way through.
Mana lah tuh? Numpat ceng. Ceng, numpat ceng.
Lewis carries the ball down the
Numpat
right.
ceng goblok. Mbappe.
Mbappe.
Tahu teh cek aing ke mana karep sih.
Barcelona can now introduce
Maju,
the first of their
maju.
substitutes.
Yeah, they're looking for some imagination, and his job's going to be to add that element of craft and guile. The man pulling the strings.
Mes.
Akanji. They're trying everything to subdue him here.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and
Ano
stop
ito?
him in this fashion, Peter,
Wanceng.
they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
And Ribery!
Anjing, aduh, si Ribery sintirkeun. Sukuna bisa nilep.
And this is getting ridiculous.
Oh, bagaimana kan?
Borderline
Kali.
crazy.
Ceng. Ribery.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle.
Mm.
They've been humiliated.
Marcó en el minuto 68 el dorsal 22.
Akanji. That's Busquets. Just eases him off the ball. Now it's Messi.
Si.
He's away.
Cing. Messi deui atuh tah. Siap tadi. Messi.
The goal. There is a man
Borong,
right
Ceng,
at the top of his game, and he
Rudi
just
Salosin.
knows it.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Oh, he's been unstoppable in this match. Every single time he's been in possession, he's looked a threat.
Dok,
That's
bro, dok,
really
lompat, dok.
winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to
Tunjukkan sukumu, lo. Anjing, tarik.
Well, he caught that pure,
Puting itu na
but
jauh.
no end product.
Well, the invitation was there, so he was right, in my opinion, to take it on. Alas, it was a technical flaw.
Tuh, kemana sih?
Busquets. Zaire Emery. Messi does
Oh, atuh asup, ceng. Apa lagi caingnya? Abang otak-atik di tukang.
And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting
Yeah, asup.
punishing.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been
Ah.
humiliated.
Marcó en el minuto
As if
75,
three weren't enough. This is nigh on utopian.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more
Lompat, ceng.
damage here.
Lompat, ceng.
No, that's been intercepted. Busquets.
Kemana? Messi. Ain't it?
And it's Messi. Stood up well to him there.
Dok, lompat, dok.
Ronaldo looking to run onto
Gitu
it.
lah, anjing. Wah.
Shoots to shoot!
Otak. Bola.
cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El
So,
dorsal
third
8,
corner of the game.
Neymar, será sustituido por el dorsal 11.
Throwing. And that's definitely not his best.
Lompat, lur.
Oh, he's found support out
That's
wide.
good play from him.
Saya. Ribery.
And he's missed it.
Ribery put absolutely everything he had into that. Maybe better look next time.
Mana ya? Stamina. Sok saya masuk lagi.
Iqribayat clears.
Nah.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
Lah,
Mbappe.
gaya lah meningit.
Oh, that's beautifully weighted. Zaire Emery. Oh, that's well spotted. And it's Ribery.
Ini ngoper.
Zaire Emery. Messi. And he's lost his man here. There's the shot!
Alah.
They've done it!
Messi mah,
And so clear that one side are so much better. The scoreline entirely justified.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
El dorsal 10.
How many? Just how many? Couple of changes then in quick succession.
Well, for me, this was the obvious
I think
substitution.
survive,
He became
Messi.
just a little jaded, and
Lagi ngaruh eta
he's
Messi na
most
nomor
likely
2.
to make a mistake.
Iya,
I think
dia mah
sometimes
dua.
when the body
10-an.
becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this
Kurang
case.
lingas yang nomor 2 hiji.
Habrá
Conceição.
minutos de descuento.
He's felt that, hasn't he?
Tak modal.
And it's
Cepat dong.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
Pas kita dong. Ayo stamina nya sok lah.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
Paksakeun we. Gana ya tuh. Anjing,
Lima
aing
comes
ya
into
kapru
thwart him.
stamina.
Francisco Conceição.
Okdo lah. Bere deh do.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
Ampol lah do.
Tries a
Sautik.
shot.
Nah, siap. Dik.
Oh, impressive strike. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Busquets. And it's Shiotani.
kalapung saya teh.
And Akanji. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. So a real showpiece win. This lot were simply far too clever for their opponents, and despite their best endeavours, it has ended in an easy win. Messi walking off with the...
Devisi 7 ceng euy. Naik ka genep teh 3 kali deui. Gas lah, gas. Gas lah. Ini baju nata nu kieu wae. Biru tuh. Betong hideung bodas cok. Bener mah tuh. Bodas lah. Guys, tong poho di like guys. Like. Ya. Pertandingan kedua guys.
Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. And the matchday noise at this place is truly special. The pride, the passion, it adds to a massive sense of occasion.
Ini era Persib nih.
So it's away we go then. Good running, strong and purposeful. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, I've always been impressed with how this guy, Szoboszlai, has been able to combine physicality and the finesse he can also add to his game, Peter. He makes good use of his strength when receiving the ball in tight areas, and he has that trickery and athleticism to beat people, and a spring in his step, always a spring.
Yes, he'd be my pick too. It's going to be all about how they get the best out of him. Szoboszlai. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Oh, he's found support out wide. Cristiano Ronaldo! And he has kept it out somehow.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And we have our very first corner. Akanji attempts a clearance. And now they can spring out of defence.
No.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Lovely ball and a real chance now. Caught offside that time. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
That's an excellent interception. Messi. And it's Cristiano
บอลขึ้นนอก
Ronaldo.
ไปนะ
And they're back on the ball again.
ชุดโอกัน
That's a decent clearance.
บอลเดินแล้วนะนี่มันบอลตาย
Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. In with the challenge. Valverde. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the...
เมสซี่
He's delivered all right.
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
Gol. Convertido en el minuto 22. Número 10. Messi.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough, though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
He's not played the ball, that's a foul. Quickly taken.
Kita salah dingin.
Oyarzabal charging forward, the ball at his feet.
You can never be short of runners in the space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Engages and forces him off the ball. Musiala gets across and deals with it. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. There's the shot! And it's come back out to him. They've scored! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
Messi.
So that's two now without reply.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Allah, kemana
He
sih?
ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away.
Penitahnya di santai, di tanggung para ing, tụng đi ngay từ như thế.
Not the most accurate pass. Rudiger.
Benar siapa?
Caicedo. Ronaldo gets a foot in here. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. Mikel Oyarzabal. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Oh, that is a good ball to find him.
Pressing đi. Ah, siya.
And he's following up. A collective sigh of relief from the defence. Pinches it off him. Valverde. Cristiano Ronaldo. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo.
Allah.
Valverde does well to stand firm and defend it. Rudiger. Mbappe fiddles it through, and here's Foden. Oh, that's a key interception. Well, there's the clearance.
Mbappe, lompat lur.
Mbappe.
No, neta cokir,
Look, then
Ronaldinho,
plays it in.
ding, goblok.
Oh, what has happened here?
Offset atau siapa
Ronaldo
bisa di,
is flagged offside.
Tewak anjing bentar mah corner. Teh.
And that is going to be the final action of the first half. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, they had their opponents reeling in that half, Peter, and the break may influence a change somehow, but don't hold me to it.
It has been a remarkable contest, decorated by goals, and 2 between them at half-time. So we're just settling back into this second half.
Mbappe.
Receives it in a wide position. He has
Oh,
found the way through.
Ampol. Dah.
The shot! Oh, it's fallen loose again!
Anjing muntah deui teh.
Got to be quick to recover.
Dah,
The
bu
shot!
atah.
And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Foden. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal.
Salah paham.
And it had to be.
Mbappe deui lah.
Mbappe! He is through here.
Ka mana, Ceng?
Yeah, it looks like
Ronaldo
a change of
take it.
approach, and it may just freshen things up.
Musiala does well to get it back. Mbappe,
Di back. Burung lah. Saya ingin lompat.
he's got away.
Ampol lah ini mah.
Mbappe!
Sunul
It's
ya.
loose and there's a race for the ball.
Hei. Benang siapa nih? Mantap.
So 2-0 the scoreline early after half-time. Pressing high and with purpose.
Ah,
Gets
cepat
his castle.
aing ge. Cinta suku blue.
Mikel Oyarzabal for Szoboszlai.
La cantidad de espectadores de este partido fue de
And it's Messi.
72.300.
Alah. Bos.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Sliding. Benang.
Musiala promptly onto that, and that is that.
Lompat di back.
Messi looking to shake off some
Roll
unwanted
it.
attention.
Yeah, they
Ay,
didn't
shush.
smell the danger
Messi.
early enough, but I suppose better late than never.
Ui, benang.
A beautifully policed
Back,
that
lompat di
midfield.
back.
The opposition have been handcuffed.
Gol kan?
That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner.
Hay un cambio en el campo de juego.
It's their
Número
second
29.
corner of the game.
Lo reemplazará número 23.
Sunul
Gets his
kan?
head to it. No,
Hey.
he didn't quite meet it right. Szoboszlai has a look and plays it forward.
Ay,
No,
shush.
he's not getting past him
Tuh,
there.
kita di koer tukang sit
And
pelanggaran.
it's Cristiano Ronaldo.
Eh,
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Oh, super tackle. They were outnumbered and under the cosh. That had to be spot on, and it was.
lompat atuh dong. Lompok.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
Aish. Ampol. Ah, kita suku.
Ronaldo! Decent strike, kept it fizzing low.
Cristiano Ronaldo just couldn't steer it on target. Everything else was up there.
Hay un cambio en el campo de juego. Número 20.
So there's going to be another change here.
Entrará al campo número 13.
Oh, look now the finish!
Dah, siapa nih? Aing yang
Surely
bawa
now
kalau
they are well and truly out of sight.
Mas ini berundang.
And there's your
Top
hat-trick
selebrasi
hero.
lah, Ceng.
He is simply indefatigable. Well, there was to be no other outcome.
Convertido en el minuto 73.
Bergaya, Ceng.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Oh, he's been unstoppable in this match. Every single time he's been in possession, he's looked a threat.
A case now of complete
Empat
control.
peng. Empat peng.
Mbappe Has it out wide and in
usaha
space.
yuk.
A lot of space. Can he put it away?
Messi.
In for the pieces. Lacking in accuracy.
That's an example of the sixth sense of opportunism that many of his ilk show. Masterful anticipation.
Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep.
Variety is the spice of footballing life
Pati
too.
peng,
They need
alah
to
siya
alter
stamina
their
na guys,
approaches
banyak
and
bos.
start shifting this ball
Alah
out
siya
wide.
anjing, mati. Lupat kan mai. Lihat anjing stamina na. Alah siya. Jadi. Jelas, siya. Tajong anjing cukup na so.
Mbappe with the foul. And he's managed to get free. Caicedo.
Pretty robust defending.
Anjing nyata. Lo
And here's the
cokir.
chance to counter.
Otter,
He's found a way through.
Lah, gas kira.
Nice interception, well timed. And that has put paid to that. And here's Foden. Hits one!
Alah, gas kira.
Well, that is remarkable.
Do I really need to tell you, Peter, that he has to do better, especially from there?
It's just beyond his reach. Decent hit! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And he thumps it clear. And it's Ribery. And here's Messi. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Oh no, this does not look good.
Enak sih.
Messi.
Oh, pato.
Now it's Cristiano
Aduh.
Ronaldo.
Se agregarán 3 minutos al tiempo reglamentario.
Caicedo. Szoboszlai. Mikel Oyarzabal. Szoboszlai. And the number on the board is 3.
Pati baik.
Now it's Mbappe. Messi. Real
Wah,
chance!
dah. Ini di flashing deui.
Surely now they are well and truly out of sight.
Bagaya tinggal hebat selebrasi nanti.
Even some of the opposing fans are clapping that. You just have to appreciate it.
You know, I'm not going to be hard on the goalkeeper because that moved all over the place on its journey.
He's got 4. That is remarkable. And that's it. So a real showpiece win. This lot was simply far too clever for their opponents, and despite their best endeavours, it has ended in an easy win. Messi, very much the man of the moment. His boots at their twinkling best. Your final thoughts, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were...
Lanjut nih guys, 2 pertandingan ini naik divisi. Anjing gimana deh, euy. Cepean unggul euy. Spekna ieu mah. Menang. Gas.
Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special
Sorry.
place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. And this place is living up to its reputation as one of the noisiest corners of the footballing world. No decibels spared in this big header. It's a loose ball. Bastoni gets rid without sophistication. Foden. Mbappe providing an outlet on that flank. Van Balten tries to clear.
That right side seems to have become a very good outlet for them now. Look, it's the width that's providing this momentum, and they look set to further exploit. Well, the defence have two choices: deal with the man or deal with the space.
He's found a way through.
Sundul kan?
Oh,
Anjing,
smashing
tabrak
header.
tim sundul.
He's keen, determined to have his say.
This is proving to be a very good spell. The intensity is great, but
Ampal
they've
lah
got to
tu.
make it count.
A collective sigh of relief from the defence. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, Joshua Kimmich. In many ways, the ultimate modern fullback in that he contributes just as much offensively as he does defensively.
Hits one.
Alah, tarik pin kasupan
He's
sih.
done it.
I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated.
Lompat, kan itu kemana sih? Goblok sih.
Now it's Messi.
Busuk lah.
Messi! Oh, what a bit quick to recover. Oh, he's been caught napping. Oh, he's in. Messi!
Dah, itu kan tuh.
It's in. And the lead lost. No time at all.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Well, it doesn't have to look spectacular. Why complicate simplicity?
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Terrific header. Harmlessly behind.
Another example of how comfortable this team is on the break.
Bastoni gathers from the goal kick.
Oh,
Kvaratskhelia.
great feat, that.
And he's managed to get free. It's a mighty effort. And he has kept it out somehow.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
They've played it short. He's cut it out. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, what a pass!
Kalau mau ceng.
Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Ribery is offering a wry smile there.
And it's been taken short. Up he goes! And that's caused a worry or two.
Bergkamp certainly could have and should have made more of that.
Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair.
Mana ceng?
And it's Cristiano Ronaldo.
Empat anjing.
Ribery, who's set up one goal so far.
Empat ceng. Ah, no.
Cristiano Ronaldo. And here's Foden. Foden going for
Ampol
he's got
setik.
the goal! Oh no, a quite unbelievable miss.
It was very much worth a try, and I've seen worse. That should tee him up nicely for his next attempt at least.
Abiati is there to clear. Kashiwa Resol upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very
Okay.
good pressing. They want it back as
No.
quickly as they can get it,
No.
and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it's
Hampolo!
And he hits the net. And the game
Zula,
is
Zu,
well and
Zu,
truly turned
Zu.
on its head.
yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
56 minutes is number 7, Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Yeah, for me, this team seems to find it easier to attack than defend, but now they're going to need to dig in at the back a bit.
Pato!
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Hampolido!
Shooting chance. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Got the final touch there. Goal kick's been given. And he thumps it clear. And that's really well manoeuvred. Good defending there. They've
Pato.
slammed the door in the faces of the opposition.
Aligi!
Pretty, but it gets the job done.
Tih, gini.
And it's hoisted clear. Kashiwa Resol are looking to go forward now.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case.
Umpan nila. Sunod kan. Yes. Ayan bitawak.
This is the time you need that pace.
Musiala
Pate.
making good progress on the right-hand side.
Baca datang cacing. Agak ya heula sautik.
And the keeper's in command. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Well, what a comeback. Certainly I didn't see that coming, nor I think did many in this crowd.
Welcome the two sides.
So we reached the halfway point.
Oh, what a half. It's been pulsating and totally absorbing. We're actually headed for a potential classic if this carries on. This is insanely good.
Very good. The score at half-time
Apalnya
is 2
2-1.
goals to 1. And we're already back up and running after half-time. No changes at the interval from either side.
Oh, dia si Jam.
Kimmich.
One macam si.
Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? That's played into space. Mbappe looking to get on the end of this. Great defending, strong and determined. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
Pato.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
Hampolado.
They've scored!
Matawak siya. Si Dodoma.
And with that goal,
Zudima,
comes
Zudima.
comfort.
Look, there just wasn't much of a gap to begin with, and to find it, I think it was a fine drive, and I don't think the keeper could have really planned for that. I think he's a bit unlucky in that instance.
And now he has 2.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
So the lead now is 2.
Look, this position ought to convince them to increase their lead. I think they should be really positive about this now, Peter.
Oh, he's bustling through here. And the whistle's gone.
Oh,
Presumably
tit.
for offside.
Oh, ngopo sih? Mungkin lah si Dodo. Oh.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
He's had a shot!
Yeah.
And it's in!
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
Kashiwa Resol get themselves back
Não,
into
tinha
contention.
Scoring early in this half just takes the pressure off now and allows them a chance to be a bit more patient in trying to level things up.
Cristiano Ronaldo being hunted in
Baik,
packs.
Yeah, they didn't smell the danger early enough, but I suppose better late than never.
Foden! He
Não,
can
é
get
duro.
that clear. Oh, that's a key interception.
Umpat baik.
Can he get it through?
Nah.
Chooses to go back. There's the shot!
Alah.
And he was there to get a vital touch.
Ribery really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Well, they've got it again.
Ulang udah cokot dulu pelanggaran.
And it's Bergkamp. Ribery.
Iya.
No question, that's a foul.
Urus ya.
Van Bouten. Kimmich.
Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a queue formed in the box.
Mata cek.
That is good alertness. Rice. And here's Mbappe. And here's Ribery.
Mata cek.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo.
Alah.
That's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on.
Ribery. Cristiano.
Alah, kemana dok?
And he's there to clear it. Foden. Big chance!
Ah.
That's a half-decent try. Messi.
Goblok kecokir.
Rice. And the pass is intercepted. Messi. Cristiano Ronaldo.
Alah.
Deftly away.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Passing is crisp and sharp.
Aduh.
It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And he's straight offside. Aimed beyond the defence. Mbappe.
Bawa.
And the ball is out of
Dulu
play.
ke luar lapang. Mbappe. Ada
Now it's
lur.
Mbappe. He's got away. Great hit.
Asyik anjing kemana?
Oh, just lacked a decent
Pilihi
finish.
ini.
That's the threat he carries, Peter, running at defences like that. If only he managed to retain his composure.
Kimmich. Mbappe. And he's picked out the run. Now it's Messi.
Ampol. Ate lo. Sudah deui anjing hat-trick itu sudah. Hat-trick sudah.
Perhaps deserves a little bit of sympathy here because that's a goalkeeper's nightmare. It's clear that the keeper was unsighted by his defence, and by the time he picked up the flight of that, it was too late.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
2 up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
Rice. And it's Ribery.
Oh dia tuh.
He's in plenty of space here. Oh, that was vital.
Kemana bos? Kemana bos?
Just
Ya
off
lah.
target.
Bergkamp did give it a fair old crack, and he'll be encouraged to step up again.
Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple.
Jadi sih kan, jadi kan.
Nice bit of skill and he's away.
Gila sih
Yes,
magulo,
he's
offset.
wide and looking to get onto this.
Offset ini.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
The referee awarded a free kick.
Anjing dan koper,
Bergkamp. And the referee brings it to a close. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy. That was so very, very good. Cristiano Ronaldo, happy to bask in the accolades from all around. The stage most certainly.
Jadi sekali naik divisi lur. Ada sarua yang seimbang ya mah speknya gas.
Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. Well, it is far from being the biggest in Brazil, this stadium. The capacity barely 16,000 or so, but there is really nothing quite like the noise and the highly charged air that these demanding Santos folk can generate.
Makanya siya man, umpat do.
And already we're
Lupa
underway here.
gigi mo.
That's very neat.
Ay,
Muscular approach does
shit,
pay off here.
anjing, tas hading oke ko.
Looks a foul. Yeah, referee's giving it.
Baik.
It's not taking him
So,
long. That's going to be a booking.
Sopan ini no si Dodo di sliding. Sikat lur.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. There is from Ribery, just a smashing player, Jim.
Yeah, and I'm sure we'll see an awful lot of him out on the wing here, Peter. He'll inject an awful lot of energy and pace into this team's attack, but he's also got an eye for a killer ball. That's why he's racked up so many assists at club level.
Yeah, double figures every season is the norm for him. Great numbers.
Yeah, can't argue with stats like that.
Can he put it away?
Dodo.
And that's left him on the seat of his pants. Donnarumma getting this one clear and reclaimed it in a trice. Robertson. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Foden. He's had it taken off him.
Kemana sih teh? Cukup tuh.
And here's Messi. Spread it left. Showing good feet.
Nah, ini lah.
This is what good chemistry is all about.
Aduh.
He's done particularly well there. It's wonderful focus.
Bagaya, bagaya.
Caicedo. Always onto this. Oh, shooting chance.
Messi. Messi ta những cả nan số quân á. Dùng lắm.
Look, there just wasn't
There's
much of a
another
gap to
guy.
begin with, and to find it, I think it was a fine drive, and I don't think the keeper could have really planned for that. I think he's a bit unlucky in that instance.
Aos 17 minutos do primeiro tempo, pelo jogador, camisa 10.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
4P.
Ball is over the line.
Alah.
And he's managed to gift it back. He's found a way through. Valverde. And if you have just joined us,
No.
still just one goal between them.
4-0.
1-0 the score.
4-0. Nah.
And he's picked
Ah,
out the
shit.
run. Danger averted for now.
Mula.
Oh, that's
Mula.
nice. He
Ah.
takes the shot.
Lu langsung kap.
Valverde.
Ada kiper dah.
Santos clearly are trying to establish themselves
Okay.
as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this. But you know what's coming next, Peter. It has to be with a mean cutting edge.
Van Dijk. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo.
No.
Cristiano Ronaldo is wide and looking to get
Yep.
onto this.
Tokir na lalada ini. Bocang jauh.
Valverde.
Selalu
And
ledat.
Caicedo. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Mbappe. Some good work on the right
Alah,
flank here.
kemana shit?
Foden has it in a wide position. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. And we have our very first corner. Gets his head to it! He's done very well to get to that.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Ribery running with the ball. Mbappe!
Messi atulur.
He
Gan
has
itu
done
serangan
it!
si Messi.
Two to the good.
Siun,
They
dari si
have
Ronaldo.
created space.
Hendrik. Si Messi si ganun ba? Cuy ganun.
Perhaps deserves a little bit of sympathy here, because that's a goalkeeper's nightmare. It's clear that the keeper was unsighted by his defence, and by the time he picked up the flight at that, it was too late.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. So that's 2 now without reply.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and
Could be danger here. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. Oh, it's played into the area.
Oh, it's die-hard defence, and the willingness to put his body on the line. Very impressive.
He is through here.
4-0.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
Aduh. 4-0. Wajib ini.
And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Nice control.
Aluh, siapa? Kurang tarik pun.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Anehan, Pe.
The most accurate pass. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Now it's Foden.
No.
Over to the other side.
Si.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
Aduh. Wis. Tas. Lagi.
Musiala promptly onto that,
Lagi.
and that is that.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Si. Ah, ui.
And we hit half-time. How would you review the first half?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
A half of massive entertainment and excitement. A 2-goal margin, yes, but all things still possible. And we're off again. So both teams emerge the same as they were before the break. Now it's Valverde. Pressing's intense, and it's paid
Ciao lah.
off. Now he's off and running. So what can they make of this? Ribéry, Robertson spots it and intercepts. And he's gone searching crossfield. Foden going face to face with his great rival. Well, that pass isn't the best.
No, dapat tidak.
Cristiano
Balik dapat.
Ronaldo.
Aduh.
Caicedo defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Messi.
Apa nak? Siap. Ah,
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Ribéry. Foden.
Mbappe.
Mbappe.
Baka na siya stamina. Jig.
Lovely bit of skill.
Ah.
Yeah, it looks like a change of approach, and it may just freshen things up.
Musiala does well to get
Okay.
it back. Foden. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Robertson looking to run onto it. Mbappe, who does have an assist to his name. Mbappe.
Luwahan tangan o garik
Oh,
na.
nice touch.
Ah.
He's a tricky customer, but he slams the door shut.
Partida de hoje, 9.187 espectadores.
Adik merewe sama ceng.
Robertson for Valverde. It's an inviting looking ball, that.
No.
That's an errant pass. Donnarumma gets rid without sophistication. Messi looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Well, this defence now knows that they have to reduce his
Ham,
movement.
gol po dan.
Shoots! A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
He's the one player you want on the ball running at defences, and that's precisely why.
Caicedo. Valverde. Mbappe. And he's been shifted off it. Mbappe. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Oh, such a clever touch. A hefty challenge, but fair enough. Valverde. Mbappe. Out to the right. Alexander-Arnold picks it up out wide. Messi.
Ah. Mau
Messi
balik.
stood his ground
Mau
strongly.
balik ke situ kah?
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Well, he can certainly make his side a lot more unpredictable, Peter. You know, he has a very good eye for a pass, and a tricky one at that.
Cambiasso. Ribéry. Cambiasso. And it's Ribéry. Now Foden. Foden will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
Ah.
Mbappe goes steaming forward.
Oh, that was expansive and incisive, the type of move to please any coach.
Akanji gets over and intercepts. Now it's Messi. Caicedo.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
it's
Pato.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Foden.
Hei,
Footing.
alah, lalu
Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Leading by 2 and the finishing line in sight. Foden looks to get on the end of this.
Mbappe.
Mbappe. Oh, perfectly measured that. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Santos are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now. So, time for a potential game changer.
Yeah, I think it's time for some brave decision-making.
Kemana, bos?
Cambiasso really added the width there thanks to his willingness to make the run.
Hey,
Seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Could move up a gear here. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Bit too much weight on the pass.
no.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Van Dijk kept his eye on it, and he's there.
No.
That's that, the end. Perhaps not quite utopia, not what was entirely desired, but most importantly, they have the result that was of paramount importance. Good enough in the eyes of their people. Messi, voted man of the match, and deservedly so. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem.
Nah, can naik hiji deui ini 18. Poin saat ini 15. Kudu 18. Kali deui atuh. Sok dewe ceng heuh. Tunggu euy. Sok dewe heuh. Thank you yang sudah menonton, thank you. Tasan heulanya, nuhun.